Hi everyone, welcome to StudioHost. Today I will give a brief overview of the website and show you what it has to offer. The homepage is very clean and straight to the point. You have a brief summary of the whole site, plus you can see some of the offers in lesser detail. If I scroll down here, you have the domain offers, again in much lesser detail, same will go with the web hosting plan. We will move on to a much more detailed description of them here. Mostly for web hosting, not much so for domains. Again, web hosting. Very minimal. At the bottom, you have services support, all that sort of thing, in case you need anything. You can message us at one of these. Our email, our number, all of that. And right here, we have our social media links if you want to follow us and see if we post any news, etc. Now we will move on to domains. Okay, moving on to the next part. Right next to the home button, you can see domains. You have register domain and transfer domain. If we go into register domain, you can choose to purchase one, of course. You choose your TLD, minimal year. Here are the prices. And of course, this is all that's included with a domain registration. It's very easy, straight to the point. Not much thinking here. Transferring, again, works in the same way as purchasing it, but that's only if you already had a pre-existing domain beforehand. As for the purchasing system, I'm not going to go into it here. I will do that in the web hosting part because it's pretty much the same thing. And you can purchase a domain while you're purchasing a web host because those two go hand in hand. And the same thing for transfer domain. Not much different here, as you can see. This is only, again, if you had a pre-existing domain from maybe a different hosting studio or something like that. Now we will move on to the web hosting. Now that we're done with domains, we can tackle web hosting. So it's right next to domains. And here you have two options. You have Seahorse Starter Plan and you have Seahorse Premium Plan. Under it, you can see pretty much the difference. This one's better for smaller traffic, while this one's better for bigger traffic. As you can see, here are all the offers. Now, when you look at it like this, you have to consider if you're starting off, of course, you're going to start with the smaller one, so Seahorse Mini. And then if you're happy with what you're getting, or the thing you purchased, you can upgrade to Plus or Max. Here you have everything that is featured with them and what you get and how much of that you do get. And if you do decide to purchase, I recommend you go down here because you can see how much you'll be paying monthly, annually, etc., etc. Plus, if you buy it during an extended period, you might get a discount. As you can see, if you buy it for 3 years, you're going to get a 69% discount. So you also have to consider that one. And of course, it is for each one of them, as you can see. All of them are included in that. Here are the features you get when you buy one. Not going to go into detail. All of you can read this by yourself when you visit the website. As for the premium plan, it is pretty much if you're going for a bigger business / you're expecting a much bigger traffic onto your website. As you can see, it is much bigger, more expensive, of course, but much bigger. It offers much more features than your starter plan. But again, this is if you're going for like a bigger traffic website than as opposed to the starter plan. And it's pretty much the same thing. Not much is different, as you can see. The same, just the prices are different and what you get is different. Not much really is needed to be said here. It's just depending on what you're going for. But that's it for web hosting. Now I'm going to move on to how you can purchase some of these deals. Last but not least, we will cover how to purchase or the process of purchasing one of the web hosting plans. So we're just going to go for the Seahorse Starter Plan, and we're going to go for the monthly option right down here. So I'm going to click Order. We're gonna wait until it loads. Okay, so here you choose your domain. Basically, you choose a name for it. I'm gonna go for something random, like I'm getting an option right here. There we go. Doesn't have to be anything complicated because we're just testing it out. Here, transfer your domain from another register, or I will use my existing domain. We'll transfer one. Actually, no, we will use a new domain, of course. Sorry. You have 3 options. I missed the first one. My bad. So after you're done with that, you go to check. And again, what's available? Is the name available? It is. You choose if you want .com, .net, etc. After you're done checking that, you can click on continue. And here, as you can see, everything is already, you can see what you're getting and what you're buying. Just remember here, in case you did not select one of the monthly packages, you might not get the discount. So you have to select one of those, and you'll have, or you can just choose a billing cycle here as well. You don't actually have to set it back there, but if you do set it back there, you automatically have this here. So I choose the monthly one. You can also choose to buy website security. This is optional, of course. You can choose none or light. Just go for light if you just want some security. But of course, the option to purchase is there. So after that, we're gonna click continue. Here, you can choose domain configurations. Now, DNS management and email forwarding is free for 1 year. You should choose those no matter what. Again, they're free. Go for them. ID protection is something you don't need because, again, it costs, but it is recommended if you want more protection for your website. So as you can see, it's $4.50 a year. After you're done with that, you, again, click continue. And this is your last viewing of the of what you're purchasing. Again, if you want, you can choose for how much you want to buy. So let's say you want to buy it for a year, 2 years, etc. And again, site lock is still here in case you do want to buy it. Since I bought the monthly pack, I'm not really getting a discount. But if you do choose to buy a let's say a yearly plan, you're gonna get a discount. So that's only if you want that, but it is there as an option. So this is the last screen you see before you actually go to the checkout. So once we go to the checkout, you fill in your information here. As you can see, I don't really have to talk about this. It's pretty self-explanatory if you used a purchasing website before, like eBay, etc. And once you do this, you set your password because you're gonna need an account for this. Once you set your password and that, you're gonna have an account for StudioHost for future uses, of course, if you want to buy something else or if you want to renew something, etc., etc. And once you're done with that, you can choose which way to pay and to complete your order. I'm not going to complete the order, but you can pretty much get the gist of what's going to happen afterwards. But that is it for the tutorial. I hope that helped you somewhat. I hope you enjoyed, that I wasn't nagging too much. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you at our next video.